Hey guys, new video here. I ran 100 Perandus Manors. It cost on average 3.2 exalts to buy each one. So 320 exalts initial investment. If you don't care about any of the video, like blah blah blah, just scroll down and show description, and I'll just list what I got, the returns, like pure value of currency cap, stuff like that. You just scroll down. You don't need to watch the video. But if you'd like to hear a little bit more, we'll strap in, guys. Okay, so I ran the 100, and the initial premise was like, is Zerphi's flask evenly weighted with the other items that you could get, right? There's 5 items. There's Umbilicus Immortalis, garbage, right? Not worth anything. There's a Trypanon, garbage, not worth anything. Varunasrta, Varunastra's a few C, you know, especially if you get a decent roll, like a high PDPS or something, maybe like, 280 plus, then it might be worth something a little bit, right? But not really the catch. And then rawhide boots at the time of this recording, I think it's like 1.4 exalts or something, so not bad, almost half the cost of the map returned. And then of course the Zerphi's flask, right? The Zerphi's flask is the big one. So how did I run the wait, what the hell? What happened to my thing? How did I run the maps? Just for fun, because Perandus has a natural, like, it has a modifier that gives you like more rare mobs, and there's also more XP gain and stuff like that. So good for leveling gems, just like fun with a headhunter. What I did is I used max sextants on it, but that doesn't affect the drop, because like it's not like no matter what you do, you can't get multiple items to drop from the Perandus vault, which there's one of in each map. And the Perandus vault is what has the chance of the league specific item. And so the Perandus vaults, since we're only looking at that return, I just want to juice up the rest of the map, right? So I use the sextants here. Of course, I chiseled the map for a little bit, but you don't need to do any of that if you're just going for this. It doesn't affect the drops from the. Well, it doesn't. It definitely doesn't affect the Perandus vault drop, and I am almost sure it doesn't affect any of the other drops that come out of the Perandus chest. Now, I could be wrong about that, but I don't think it does. Right? It was just to have a little bit more fun with the rare monsters in the map itself. Okay, so that's how I rolled the map, and then so out of these maps. Overall, I got 11 Zerphi's flasks. I already sold a few, as you saw in the inventory, the sell tab over there. I got 11 Zerphi's flasks. I got 21 Trypanons. I got 20 Umbilicus Immortalises, so 20 belts. I got 25 Varunasrtas, and I got 23 7 league steps. The reason you don't see 27 here is because I whaled every single one of the ones I got, and I ended up getting one of them to be 10% moose speed implicit. Isn't that crazy? Nice. I did all this on stream. It was a long stream. It was like a 12-13 hour stream. Ran 100 in a row. It was a pretty fun time with the boys. And so once again, I thought that it was going to be evenly weighted. I really did. From my experiences in the past, I had some data, and it seemed to me like it could very easily be evenly weighted. But looking at this data, once again, it could be skewed either way, right? But I was like, what I was most surprised at is that the boots seems to be evenly weighted with every other item. Like, you're just as likely to get like boots as anything else. And then it seems like the Zerphi's maybe is a 10% chance, and then the 90% chance is split among the remaining four items. And something that's pretty cool is that like as I started running the maps more and more, like I was expecting, like, what is it, 16.6 or something like that. So like 16 or 17 flasks in a perfect scenario, perfect weighting, right? Of course, I only did 100. There's lots of variants. I could have just gotten unlucky on this run, but other people were echoing like similar sentiments. But because like if then I thought about it, right? I was thinking, if it's actually 1 out of 5, 20% chance, and the map itself is 3.2 exalts on average for the 100 that I bought, well then that wouldn't make any sense, because then, like, even if none of the items were worth anything, even if the boots weren't worth 1.4 exalts, then your expected return would be much higher than the cost of the map, right? Because if you can sell a Zerpy, like some Zerpys, decent, like 500+% roll, sold for 16.4, 16.5, really good rolls, you know, maybe I don't know, like 20 something, it's 5.99 or something like that. I saw the 5.99, not from this one, but earlier in the week, I saw a 5.99 for 24 exalts, right? So like your average return, if it was truly weighted, would be from just the flask itself at 16, would be 16 divided by 5, right? Obviously that is that's 16 divided by 5 is 3.2, right? So it'd be a little bit weird. And then with the boots added in, it'd be like free money, right? So of course, with all the other stuff that you drop in here, you got divination cards, you got maps, you got currency chests, you know, it wouldn't make much sense. So then I thought, you know, okay, maybe it is like 10% Zerpies, and then the rest of it is split evenly, right? And that's what it's been pretty consistent with, but I might test another 100 just to see again. Okay, now for the other stuff. So the 320 exalt investment, I needed like 20 flasks to break even, right? And after I counted up the cost of the boots if I didn't whale them, and I counted up the price of the Zerpies, counting it at 16, right, keeping it conservative, even though I had some 580 plus percentage rolls, which will sell for a little bit more. Keeping those in mind, what I found is I used currency cop on all my tabs. I had 3 different dump tabs. Everything went into the same dump tab, okay? So I didn't take everything that dropped from the maps was into the same one, and it even counted the maps. So of course you're not going to be selling these mid-range or like low-tier red maps, right? You're just not going to sell them all. So it's a little bit skewed, but I want to get all the data. And if I collect everything, and if you were to sell everything of value, it ended up close to 2,000 C dropped from the maps, right? Like, so once again, not including this, it was like 2,000 C. And then after totaling everything together, I made back a little over 200 exalts out of the 320 exalt investment. So I actually lost like 100 exalts, okay? So that kind of sucks. Perandus, for me, 100 exalt loss, so like, you know, I lost a third of the investment. But then there's a lot of div cards and stuff that turned in, and so I got a Pharaoh's Fur out of the div cards, right? And I got these boots, these 10% corruption, so that'll sell for, I listed for 100 because it's the only one there that has the perfect 10% implicit. But anyways, it'll sell for a few exalts, obviously. The Pharaoh's Fur is like 40 exalts, and I got some other things that were pretty nice too, and then, I dropped it. So overall, it was worth it in terms of fun. The map was like, I usually don't do long streams like that, but doing the maps, like chaining them together, like the speed at which you could do them, especially with all the rare mob modifiers and stuff, it was a really fun time. I don't regret it at all, even though you lost a lot of money. So that's the test. Overall, is hey guys, Trypanion here. How good is Perandus Manor? Turns out, it's pretty good. Pretty good. But maybe not good in terms of money, but good in terms of, if you watch my stream, you know that there are times where I will run, I don't know, 5 or 6 Perandus Manors, 6, 7, 8 Perandus Manors, and I'll get 2 flasks. And in the short term, you have a Perandus Manor, you run it, your expected return is going to be all right. Let's say it's 10%, 1.6 exalts plus the chance at whatever 90% divided by 4 is, it's 22.5, right? Yeah, it's 22.5% times 1.4 exalts. So that's 0.22 exalts, and then 0.088 exalts. So 0.288 exalts plus the 1.6 exalts. That's your expected return right there. That's a little mental math right there for you. You're not gonna, on average, not gonna lose that much. You might as well run it, right? And you get a Zerpy's flask like many people have gotten on their first one. Second one, you get a little bit lucky. It's great. It's definitely a better jamble than Reliquary Keys. I'll tell you that much right now. Okay. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, that's it. All right, thank you everyone. Bye. Bye.